then right around the same time, you have the murder of the rapper XXXTentacion, which I had heard his name before because I know he was on. I think he was like one of the Double XL's like freshman cover of up and coming like rappers or whatever. And he's supposedly like big on the internet or like streaming, like SoundCloud, like type of thing, popular with the younger generation. But I don't know like any of his music or anything like that. After he got killed, I went back and I watched a few of his videos. I maybe like 2 songs, a song or 2, but I saw like at least like 3 or 4 of his actual like interviews that he did like at radio stations or they posted on his like Instagram Live and stuff like that. And he seemed like a troubled kid, but he did like and this is like the narrative that was like spoken of him as well. But I kind of saw it in his interviews, like the narrative fit, at least the interviews that I saw, was that he was like this troubled kid with like mental issues and shit like that, but that he kind of sort of seemed like he was starting to get his shit together, like starting to get his stuff in order. And he was like what, like 18, 19 years old. He gets gunned down in his car, which is sad, over some beef or something, or I think it was more senseless than that, but I think it was like a double thing, because it was like a beef, but the guy that like shot him robbed him. Like he took his wallet, and I don't know if he took his wallet like because the point was just to rob him, or if that was just like a trophy type of thing. But what ties into the whole like senseless, desensitized younger generation, world star generation, is that kid or person that shot him literally was on his Instagram Live talking about, I got XXXTentacion's wallet, I'm the dude that just killed him, and this video is going to go viral now, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what he was worried about. He was worried about the video going viral. Like, he was with somebody else, and his boy was like, you just snitched on yourself by doing that. And that shit's nuts. When, like, the recording and sharing and liking and retweeting and viralness or viral ability of something trumps what the actual thing is, whether it's something good or something bad. And I'll tell you, I think we all, or at least I know, I don't want to speak for anybody else, but even myself, like I catch myself sometimes, thinking about or wanting to capture something to like share it in like the perfect way and put together a really cool video or whatever. And some of that is because I like the creativity or like crafting of like stuff like that and finding like the right song that captures the emotion that I was feeling in the thing or whatever. And a large part of it, I know at least for myself, is I look back on a lot of pictures and stuff like that, and it's things that honestly, like, I don't think I would have remembered unless I thought really hard. If that happens in like a span of a few months or a couple of years, I could imagine 10 years from now, like I would want to see like pictures from my 23rd birthday, you know what I mean? And be like, oh yeah, this person was there. Oh shit, I wonder what happened to her. Or, like this is definitely in large part that. But there has to be, I know there is, like some that pull to like post and get likes and that like unhealthy impulse that I'm criticizing this like younger generation for just like being on steroids with that shit. So it's dangerous, it's prevalent, it's ubiquitous, it's all around us. And that's why there's like psychologists studying the effects on children and minimizing screen time and stuff like that, and the whole no screens at dinner type of movement and stuff like that, which is good, because we should balance shit, that shit like this is what happens when you don't balance things, when you go off the deep end, when you kill somebody to fucking take a picture of his wallet afterwards and go viral. That's the extreme other end of fucked upness. And how do we fix all this stuff? I don't know. But I believe that speaking about it can't hurt. Putting it out there, highlighting how wrong it is, and putting that into the zeitgeist, via podcast, via conversation that you have with friends and family, speak to younger kids that you have in your family, little cousins, your own kids, like all that shit is steps in the right direction, I think. Jamie Foxx, for example, during the BET Awards he was hosting this year, he went off prompter or off script and started speaking about XXX dying and the senseless violence that has been happening and has been prevalent in Chicago and just in general, and speaking to the same issue. I thought that was pretty cool. And I don't know if it would be naive to say that that's all it'll take to balance things out again, just speaking about it, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. It'll get the conversation going. And the conversations precede action, and conversations help us figure out what those actions should be. And with that said, folks, that is episode 105 of the Spun Today Podcast. I appreciate the fuck out of you guys for listening. Stay tuned for the outro.